Podcasting to millions from webmasterradio.fm's world headquarters.
Webmasterradio.fm proudly presents the longest-running program on affiliate marketing. Welcome to Affiliate Buzz. Our hosts, James and Arlene Martell, are here to inspire, inform, and motivate you with expert insight, interviews, and information that will increase your bottom line. Advance your affiliate marketing efforts every week on Affiliate Buzz. Now, please welcome James and Arlene.
Yes, it's James Martell here, and welcome to edition number 491 of the Affiliate Buzz, where we've been keeping affiliates inspired, informed, and motivated to succeed with affiliate programs since way back in 2003. If you're joining us live here today on webmasterradio.fm, as usual, it's great to have you with us. If you happen to be joining us on a podcast or your smartphone, tablet, computer, or Wi-Fi radio, a very special welcome to you as well. Arlene is away. However, today, not to worry, I am here with Stephanie Harris, CEO of PartnerCentric, and the Affiliate Summit West 2018 Pinnacle Award winner for OPM Agency of the Year. And today we're going to be talking with Stephanie about PartnerCentric and her rise from literally being the first employee to now being CEO and owner. Now, before Stephanie joins us, just a reminder that if you'd like to wake up in the morning to an email from your virtual assistant telling you your blog and social media has been updated, your next email newsletter is ready and has been scheduled, your YouTube channel has grown by 167 new followers, and you've made 10 new sales for a total of 427 in commission overnight. If that sounds like a good start to your day, may I recommend grabbing up my brand new 3rd edition Outsourcing Essentials course, where I share with you the secrets to building your business by leveraging low-cost freelance talent to explode your profits. In this course, I share with you what I've learned over the last 15 years outsourcing over 1,600 projects through Freelance Upwork and working directly with over 500 freelancers. In this 2-hour course, you can pick it up for $97, and if you haven't mastered the art of outsourcing yet, I guarantee if you do, it will change your life. You can learn more about this course and get your first 2 lessons for free at jamesmartell.com/courses. Now, Stephanie Harris, again, is the owner and CEO of PartnerCentric, the largest woman-owned and fully remote performance marketing agency in the U.S. A veteran of the space, Stephanie got her start as an award-winning affiliate program manager, personally managing at one time some of the largest programs in the PartnerCentric portfolio today. Stephanie has been featured in Feedfront Magazine, Performance In, and numerous other publications, and she speaks and moderates at industry conferences and talks on trends in leadership, culture building, and the future through social networks such as Forbes Agency Council and LinkedIn. Stephanie, welcome to the Affiliate Buzz.
Thanks for having me. Pleasure to be here.
Yeah, no, and it's great to have you on board, and thank you so much for taking the time out of your day. I know you're very busy. But I had to. When we were going through your profile, it's like from first employee of PartnerCentric to now owner and CEO. And everybody I know who happens to be a listener always loves a success story. And that is a success story. Why don't you take us back, if you would? Tell us a little bit about your background, and then take us back to the early days of when you were getting started with PartnerCentric, and then we'll come back in and take you right through to today.
Sure. Yeah. So let's see. I started in the industry. I know everyone has a crazy origin story in the affiliate space, and mine is no different. I started actually as a college intern for Scholastic, the book publishers in New York, where I'm from. I had a business and English double major and thought I would just go into publishing. And this was back in 2003 or so. I had applied thinking I'd go into the book publishing division to do an internship during my junior year, and instead they had sent me over to the internet group. It was, I think we called it the software group at the time, and they had put me in touch with a marketing manager there that was just getting started with affiliate programs for Scholastic, and it was so early days in affiliate that they handed that to a summer intern to do as their summer project, was to launch their 3 brands on Linkshare at the time, and then start running that program. And I thought it was just an amazing opportunity, and I was fascinated by, creating the newsletters and reaching out to these affiliates and learning more about the models, and, getting to know all these people and what the model was all about. And I continued to do that through college. And then when I left college, I went to Scholastic full time. And I transitioned out of Scholastic a few years later. I went to move abroad with my husband, and I was looking for something that I could do while abroad. And I was connected with Brooke and Sarah Schaff, who were then at Schaff Consulting, which is what was originally PartnerCentric. They were called Schaff Consulting, and they had 1 or 2 clients at the time, and brought me on as their first employee to manage those accounts. And that then grew into, at some point, I sort of managed, every retail program at some point, and then became sort of a director of all of the affiliate managers at the company. I then became COO. This was, from a start in about 2006 through to, I guess, 2012, I became COO. In 2015, I became CEO of what was then Schaff PartnerCentric. And last May, I acquired the business from the Schaff brothers, and I became the owner and CEO of what is now PartnerCentric. So I've been very encouraged and pleasantly surprised that that's been such an inspiring story for people when that kind of comes up as to, the first employee through today. Everyone's very interested in that story, and it was certainly not my intention to have an interesting story, just sort of my trajectory. But, I really felt that this was an amazing team, and we had done amazing things, and I wanted to continue to commit and invest in that team, and couldn't be prouder to now own and run it.
I'm on the About Us page on PartnerCentric.com, and I'm looking at your team, and it's an extensive team. And tell us a little bit about, I guess you can't tell us about them all because there looks like to be 40 plus of them, but tell us about your team and how you, what's your culture like in your office?
Yeah, so we are 100% remote and proudly distributed. Like I said, when I was the first employee, I was remote. That wasn't always the case, but we became, I think, one of the first in the space to really embrace and become truly a distributed company. And so everyone that is here self-selects to be remote. And because of that, we have a lot of intentional communication and tools and culture we're very obsessive about the culture because we're remote, and we're very conscientious of that and making sure it feels really tight and strong and familiar. So we'll do team retreats. We do that every 18 months. One is just for employees. We actually have one coming up in May that we're going to be in Savannah for all of us, and everyone's very excited about. And then we do the following 18 months, we do what I would consider sort of an extended company picnic, where we will pay for all of our employees, their spouses, their children, to come out to Disney World for 3 days for a retreat.
Fun.
So we do that every 3 years. Yeah. And so it's amazing. I really feel, and what's part of our culture here is that we're really a family. I really feel that in order to really get to know each other, especially, like I said, we're remote, for us to really get to know each other, I like to see everybody with the people they care about most in the world. I think that's who you truly are, is who you are when you're with your children and your spouses and your loved ones. And so we take those couple of days to do some more fun team bonding than maybe you would normally get to do in an office environment. So it's great. And, it's sort of a place where we, focus on flexibility and thinking about family first. I'm a mom with 4 kids, 7 and under. And so I really walk the walk of this, But, I think that why we really exist is to build these sort of meaningful relationships. I don't just mean clients and affiliates, but with each other remotely, and giving each other the power to have a really great career while you work from home, so you can still be a presence for your family, for your children and your spouses, and for them to really be able to see you in the home, and for you to be able to do the things that are truly important to you. And as we grow as a company, that's really the driving force for the entire team, is that enables us to continue to grow our careers here in a way that makes sense for our lives.
Would you say that your initial decision to look for something that you could do from abroad led to you where you are today as running a company that's fully remote?
Yeah, so at the time I was 20, I don't know how old, like 23, 24 when I left. And I started working remote, and it was never part of my plan. It sort of happened I happened to be abroad. And so it made sense that if I was working, it would be remote. So it was never like an intentional thing at the very beginning. And, especially in our industry where so much, it's such a niche industry and so much talent, it's hard to find talent in your exact geographical area. And so, we started looking for account managers, affiliate managers in all different cities. We don't want to be limited by that. And then over time, that grew into a really tight and cohesive culture. And as I started having children, and I then, was becoming the COO, where I was really focused on the internal, on the employee, on talent, on, culture and retention of talent, that became more and more important. Because I knew it was important to me, and I knew that a lot of the people that were choosing to apply to work with us, were doing so because they wanted a more flexible work environment. Everyone in our team, we have perhaps the highest level of experience per individual of any of our competitors, over 10 years of experience each. So no one's, brand new to the space, but maybe they've had a career already and are now looking for that next step now that they're growing their families, where they're like, look, I want to continue to lean into my career, but I really, want to be there for special school events and other things in my life that are also important. And that's kind of over time, and especially with this acquisition, and why I chose to sort of lean in in that way and sort of buy the business, was because of my belief in that model.
Yes. Now I'm here with Stephanie Harris, owner and CEO of PartnerCentric. And after a real quick break, I want to ask Stephanie to talk a little bit more about the challenges of working remotely, working from locations literally all over the country, and even possibly abroad. And I understand that she was also just mentioned in an Inc. article, and I'd like to hear the scoop on that. So we'll do that and more right after a real quick break.
More Affiliate Buzz coming up after we hear from our sponsors.
Are you looking for the best in WordPress speed, security, and scalability? WP Engine is a digital experience platform for WordPress, powering digital experiences for large brands around the world. With easy-to-use site management tools and powerful do-it-your-way development features, WP Engine gives you the flexibility to build it your way. Improve your SEO and conversion rates with a faster site on WP Engine. Learn more on WPEngine.com.
Looking for a better way to get more traffic and interaction to your Facebook page? Imagine Facebook interactivity on your page like you've never seen. Introducing your new Facebook marketing fix, ZoSocial, the new and revolutionary way to easily manage and automate your Facebook contests and sweepstakes. Create a fun, easy-to-win contest by writing a simple Facebook post. Watch your post go more viral and generate loads of interaction. Track your traffic and generate email lists with ease. ZoSocial is mobile-friendly and complies with Facebook terms of service. Let ZoSocial give your Facebook page some flash today. Zoom over to ZoSocial.com.
All of your favorite WebmasterRadio.fm programs on air and on demand 24/7. Find our shows on iHeartRadio, iTunes, Stitcher, and anywhere you download your podcasts. Add some podcasts to your playlist as part of a better profit margin. More refreshing talk radio on air and on demand 24/7. Only on WebmasterRadio.fm. We're everywhere. webmasterradio.fm. We're everywhere.
Time now to hear some more affiliate buzz on webmasterradio.fm. Here's James and Arlene.
Arlene is away today. However, I'm here with Stephanie Harris, owner and CEO of PartnerCentric and the Affiliate Summit West 2018 Pinnacle Award winner for OPM Agency of the Year. Stephanie, let me first congratulate you for that award. That's no small task, especially in this era where this industry has really, really come of age. Congratulations on that. What was it like walking across the stage to pick up that award?
So, funnily enough, I had spoken at Affiliate Summit West the afternoon prior, but I had to get home that following morning.
Oh, no.
For a customer meet and greet thing I had to do. And so I had my COO, Julie Avila, accept the award. And I say it's funny because, I've been in the space a long time, and I have been fortunate enough to be nominated for an award there many different times. So when I was an affiliate manager, I've been nominated several different times as an agency. We had been nominated several different times, and I had sort of joked to the team that I was like the Susan Lucci of that award. So I don't ever expect that I will have a chance to accept it. And so I think I was like, okay, I want to definitely send someone from the team, but I need to go do this thing. So I had sent my colleague to accept it. I was making jokes that, of course, it's the year that I'm not there, but it was amazing. I was especially touched, and it meant a lot that it was our first year truly as PartnerCentric. This reincarnation of PartnerCentric for us to win it. And, it was definitely meant a lot to the team to be recognized in sort of a peer-nominated award like that, where it's, network neutral and really just about the industry. And I think it's, it was a great way to start the year.
Yes, and congrats to you and your team for that accomplishment. Now, let's get into more of this remote working. It's interesting. Arlene and I talked about in the last episode, in episode 490, we talked about breakations because we believe in working hard, but also playing hard, getting out and having some fun on this planet, working from anywhere, and then why it's time for us to mix things up a little bit. And now here we are talking to you on the other side of the coin, because we're on the affiliate side, you're on the OPM agency side, and you have a remote company. And I haven't actually talked to any agencies yet that actually are doing what you're doing. So definitely a trend center in that area. And you say you operate as a remote company, working from locations all over the country, but you yet maintain a impressively close team environment. I pulled that right off your site. What are some of the challenges?
The challenges are what you would expect. Sometimes you want to collaborate on a very detailed, complicated project, and you're on different time zones, and some of us are on phone calls and some of us are on other things. It's hard to kind of all get on the same page. That's a common challenge in the remote workforce. There are things that make that a lot easier. We have Slack, we have, not FaceTime, but, like Join Me, like video conferencing. And we have screen sharing, and we do meet up quite a bit. We either have like regional meetups, we have folks in like the LA, Santa Barbara area, the Colorado, in Colorado, in New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia area, like different regions will have meetups and just get together and meet. And we also, like I mentioned earlier, have the retreats and we see each other at the conferences. So there is quite a bit of FaceTime, but I would say that, it's definitely, like I had mentioned earlier, like a very deliberate and intentional communication that has to happen for it to work well. But how I would explain it is a lot of our clients hire us. If you think about the affiliate space, the work that we do every day is not done all within the physical confines of an office building. We're being tasked by our clients to broker relationships with affiliates and, other strategic partners who are in other time zones and other locations and are all working virtually, and to build those relationships on a virtual basis, through email and phone and at conferences. And so really for us to spend all day, every day as a team refining and perfecting those, work remote skills is making us sort of like that perfect organism to do that on behalf of our clients every day, because it's also how we live and breathe as an organization.
Yes. Tell us about the Inc. article.
Yeah.
I know it just came out today. I haven't had a chance to see it yet.
Yeah, so we were super excited. Inc., one of the writers at Inc. reached out and was doing a piece about, sort of the trend, that folks really want, especially like millennials, want to work from home. 45, I think there's like a quote in the article that 45% of workers do some version of their week at home. Maybe it's part-time or one day a week or every so often or full-time, want to work from home. But there's also been a backlash with many companies sort of reversing their workplace policy on working from home. And, there being a lot of conversation about how productive you can be working from home. And I know even on LinkedIn, there's a lot of debates you'll see about like working remote and whether that's good or bad or neutral. For companies, I can tell you that when I go and visit clients face to face, sometimes the most questions they have is just about, how we're able to do it so successfully. So it is definitely something a lot of companies want to implement in some way, but are unsure of how to go about it. And I do talk in the article about a couple of different things that we put in place here. We have all hands meetings on Slack every Tuesday, and we go through everyone's sort of updates. And in those updates, they also talk about what they did in deep work that week. So every Friday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. in whatever time zone that is for you, we institute deep work. So they are not allowed to have like work calls, internal meetings, and so on. That's like very respected throughout the organization. And that deep work time is spent just on self-curriculum, learning something new, reading up on your, favorite articles, listening to podcasts like this one, and sharing those learnings in the team chats on Tuesdays. I mean, those are just some things that we do to keep connected and to increase productivity of a remote workforce.
I would suspect there's many listeners that are thinking from the employer side that I like to see my employees, and I know I'm actually not one of those guys. Yeah. I prefer to work remote. My whole team is remote. We work from home, and that's the way it probably will always be. Yeah. But there's a lot of employers that they have this feeling that if I can't see them, they're probably not working. Obviously, that's in your case not true with the success you're having. What advice can you toss out in that area?
Yeah. So one of the first questions that we ask in the interview process is, has the person ever worked remote before? What is their setup like at home? How are they set up for success to work from home? What are their expectations for working from home? It's like definitely a red flag if the person is saying, like, I want to work from home because I really need to like take it easy with work and like work a few hours a week and like whatever that might look like, spend time doing other things. You want people to understand that it is still a real job with real hours, that you need to be available during regular working hours for your clients. And look, in our case, many of us have plenty of bosses checking in on us in the sense of, clients and affiliates that we're trying to get in touch with, and the email's always going. And in my experience, people who work from home actually work much more than people who are at an office and kind of turn it off because there's really no boundary, which can often lead to burnout. I mean, that's a legitimate concern for people who work from home, is that they find themselves checking email and working late into the night when maybe they wouldn't be doing that if they left it at the office because their office is in their home. And so definitely we have a lot of conversation around work-life balance here, and we do these sort of virtual trainings, video seminars with our team and a coach who talks about work-life balance, how to spend the 1,440 minutes that you have every day, spending it on the most important things, not just the things that will make you busy in a day, so that you can have the time to do the other things that you want to do in life. So we definitely are very conscious of that. But in terms of wanting to be able to see the team every day, I love to see we go through kind of good news and number one priority. Every So everyone on the team goes through a huddle every morning with their team, with their department. And that huddle is like a 5-minute huddle where they go through their good news and their number one priority. And the good news so often is I got to see my coworker at a conference. I got to see my coworker for lunch. We met up, if they're in the same region. I got to see my coworker. We met up with a client. We went in person to a client. Right now, a lot of it has to do with excitement for our retreat that's coming up in May. And so it tells me that they really enjoy seeing each other and spending that time. And maybe they would enjoy it less if they were seeing each other every day and used to that interaction. But it's great that they all like each other so much.
Yeah. That's great. Now I'm here with Stephanie Harris, owner and CEO of PartnerCentric. And after a real quick break, I'm going to be asking Stephanie to share a few of her favorite affiliate programs that they have on their list. We'll do that and a little bit more when we get back.
More Affiliate Buzz coming up after we hear from our sponsors.
Do you look at the task of ranking your site at the top of the search engines like you would climbing the top of Mount Everest? It doesn't have to be. TopSEOs.com knows how hard that climb can be, and they can make top ranking a reality. Top SEOs sends you to only the right search vendors and agencies that they know will work for you. Since 2002, TopSEOs.com has reviewed and researched the best search engine marketing agencies and solutions providers. Don't risk the cost of falling off the proverbial peak of search rankings. Let Top SEOs give you peace of mind. TopSEOs.com, the independent authority on search vendors.
Catholic Charities is committed to providing life's basic needs.
We thank you for bringing us all here today, letting these people understand how Catholic Charities runs and how important these people are. And we ask you to guide them, to protect them, and keep them here forever because this community needs them.
Visit www.catholiccharitiesusa.org to learn.
St. Jude continues to advance by increasing cure rates in childhood cancer, and donors are important to us because you get the feeling that you have a team behind you. When it comes to research and advancements, there are some things that only we can do because we have the resources and we have the focus, and so if St. Jude doesn't do it, who will?
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Where affiliate marketing gets its buzz and mobile has its presence. Webmasterradio.fm. Online anytime. We're everywhere.
Time now to hear some more Affiliate Buzz on webmasterradio.fm. Here's James and Arlene.
Arlene is away today. However, I'm here with Stephanie Harris, owner and CEO of PartnerCentric. And I can see we are coming up to the last few minutes of the show, Steph. And what I'd like to do, if I may, is ask you to share. Of course, as affiliates, we're always on the look and love to hear about great affiliate programs, especially ones that are very well managed by somebody such as yourself or your team. Any come to mind?
Sure. And I think one of the great things that we do is we will list every single client that we currently manage on our website, which I know we'll talk about contact information at the end of this podcast. So happy to share that too. So anyone we manage, you can certainly check out there. But I love the ones that are really, I love all of them, of course. Can't pick a favorite child, but I certainly, have an infatuation with the ones that are really looking to do innovative, what I would consider sort of like quote unquote beyond borders work in the space, and not just, the run of the mill stuff. And Capital One, we manage their credit card marketing programs. Carhartt is amazing. We do a lot of work with Cost Plus World Market, which is a great retailer. They carry anything and everything you can think of. And we also have Freedom Pop in the swim. Believe it or not, they are one of our oldest clients, over 10 years, and they do amazing work in the pool space. And I'm just always amazed by the kind of marketing that they do. So yeah, there's many more. Definitely check those out.
So I'm on your website, PartnerCentric.com, and I'm on the clients page, and that's where we would find all of your programs. So I see Bluehost, one of my favorites. I was looking down at the bottom, Yelp, another.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'd encourage listeners to definitely visit PartnerCentric.com/clients and check out their programs. Now, just before we ask you for your contact information, if just in maybe 60 seconds or less, sorry to put you so tight on time, but could you explain to listeners who may be wondering, what are the advantages to dealing with an OPM such as yourself versus maybe going direct to merchant?
Okay, so I would say that an agency like ours is going to bring up something very different to the table. So if you're an in-house merchant, or you're trying to go to the merchant directly and then get sort of facilitated to the right person to speak to, I think and I at one point was an in-house manager, so I know how hard that job is. Often it's also split amongst other marketing duties, and you're not submersed in the industry because you're really in the industry that the business is in. So in my case, I was really in the publishing industry, but I was like the sole affiliate manager in there doing that for them. And so I think an in-house, going to the merchant directly and trying to work things out with them, I think it can feel like it's a bit of a silo. Maybe there are issues, challenges that you as an affiliate may be going through, or trends that you're seeing that you want to try and mitigate or take advantage of, or you want to do something more innovative. And often I think the merchant directly, if they're not engaged with a partner like us, their thinking can be a little bit more narrow because they are not as exposed to living and breathing this industry every day the way our account managers are, who also have each other, 20 other account managers who've been in this space for 11 plus years to talk to. And like I said, especially if you're a merchant who's in, a suburb of Illinois, or, in Minnesota or some other area that's, not one of these coastal cities, you're also, maybe there's not a community around you of affiliate marketers. And so your knowledge base is a little bit more limited because you're not able to bounce ideas, bounce opportunities. Hey, I'm speaking to so-and-so. You should really try this for your program. You don't have that community that our account managers do. And so I think as an affiliate working with an agency to talk about different programs that you're interested in, what you're really getting from that is their collective knowledge and Rolodex and experience they can then bring to that conversation to make sure that the opportunity that's crafted for you is truly unique and efficient. It addresses all the concerns and can also take advantage of all of the potential between our client and you as the affiliate.
Very good advice. Very good advice. Stephanie, what's the best way for affiliates to engage with PartnerCentric, and what's the contact information you'd like to share for that?
Sure. So our website is PartnerCentric.com, one word, partner, and then CENTRIC.com. When you see the pictures of all of our team members, you can also access their account information. You can also click on any of the the get in touch button has a lot of our phone numbers. You can fill out a submit form. I'm on there. My contact information is certainly on our website. It is Stephanie at PartnerCentric.com. Stephanie with a PH. It's my personal email address. That will go straight to me, so I can always field you in the right direction. And that would be the best place.
That's great. That's very good. Well, Stephanie, thank you so much for taking the time to share your story. Congrats again, and the story of PartnerCentric as well. And again, for our listeners, that's www.partnercentric.com. Stephanie, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much, James. Appreciate the invitation.
And I can see we are out of time. Keep in mind that if you missed something that Stephanie mentioned here today, do keep in mind we take all the show notes for you, and you'll be able to find the show notes for this particular episode at jamesmartell.com/AB491. And a final reminder that if you'd like to be alerted to new episodes each week, I invite you to take 30 seconds right now, open your email, and send a blank email to affiliate_buzz@aweber.com. Stephanie, thanks again, and to our listeners, thanks for listening to another edition of the Affiliate Buzz.
The opinions expressed on this program are those of the guests and hosts and do not necessarily reflect those of webmasterradio.fm's management or sponsors. Any rebroadcast or redistribution without authorized consent of webmasterradio.fm is prohibited.